Okay, so let's just jump right in. I want you to imagine this cosmic battle, right? An endless war that's shaping everything around us. But this war isn't fought with armies or weapons. No, it's fought with poetry, with legal clauses, with grammar and syntax. It's a war for control of the ultimate weapon, the word itself. And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? What is this incredible power of language we all have? Is it a divine gift meant for creation and order? Or is it the most sophisticated trap ever built, a tool for nothing but deception and control? Well, for the two figures we're looking at today, the answer is both. The ultimate power to create, to define, to literally manipulate reality, it all comes down to mastering the word. And it's a force that gods and devils wield with, pretty much equal skill. It's like the source code of existence, and whoever controls it controls the entire story. So, let's set the stage for Act 1. We're about to meet the two great masters of speech, both fighting for control over our human narrative. Think of them as the two opposite poles of what language can even do: creation on one side and subversion on the other. Now, this is what I find so fascinating. Look at this comparison. They're like perfect mirror images of each other. On one side, you've got Wotan, the poet god. His toolkit is massive, foundational stuff: cosmic law, poetry, runes. He uses language to build. Then you've got Mephistopheles, the infernal rhetorician. His tools are sharp, precise, almost parasitic: loopholes, sophistry, contracts. He uses language to entrap. All right, the board is set. Let's get into Act 2, where the debate really begins. First up, we're going to hear the opening argument from Wotan, the divine source of all eloquence and order. See, for Wotan, language isn't just some neutral tool, it's practically a sacred substance. This mead of poetry is the literal embodiment of that divine power of speech. And from his point of view, giving this gift of eloquence to humanity was his way of creating cosmic order, of letting mortals take part in the act of creation itself. And Wotan's main way of doing this, it's through the runes. And this is a brilliant illustration of his whole worldview. Runes aren't just letters in an alphabet. They're the actual architectural blueprints of reality. Each symbol is a fundamental law of the cosmos. So to speak with them is to build with the very fabric of existence. So if you boil it all down, Wotan's whole method is constructive. He literally sings cosmic laws into being through poetry. He gifts that power to us, and he uses language as the ultimate creative force. His whole goal is a reality that's structured, ordered, and full of meaning. But you know how it is, every grand statement has a counter-argument. For every law, there's a lawyer looking for a loophole. And this brings us to Mephistopheles, who looks at Wotan's grand, ordered temple and doesn't see a sacred place. He sees a playground full of cracks to exploit. And this right here, this is the absolute core of their conflict. Mephistopheles doesn't need to invent a whole new reality. He's a master at twisting the one that's already there. He takes the exact same language of cosmic law that Wotan created and just meticulously picks it apart, searching for every ambiguity, every little piece of fine print. His weapon of choice is something called sophistry. Think of it this way. If runes are the solid bricks of reality, sophistry is the acid that can dissolve the mortar holding them together. It's the art of using super sharp wit and clever arguments, not to find the truth, but to hide it. You see it everywhere: the misleading ad, the politician who never answers the question, the endless terms of service you click agree on. And his process is just a masterclass in manipulation. First, he finds what you want more than anything. Then, he uses that incredible wit to frame the perfect deal. He weaves this web of intricate, clever wordplay, and before you know it, you're like Faust, eagerly signing on the dotted line, completely trapped in a legal contract you can never, ever escape. It's eloquence turned into a weapon. Which brings us to our final act, where these two opposing forces just slam into each other. So what happens when the absolute power of creation meets the absolute power of deconstruction? And here it is, the profound, almost terrible irony of it all. That divine gift of eloquence, the very thing Wotan gave to humanity so we could create and find meaning, is the exact same tool Mephistopheles uses to corrupt and destroy. The gift is the snare. This chart shows it perfectly, really. The word has this fundamental duality. The power of poetry to create is absolutely immense, but the power of rhetoric to subvert is its perfect equal. Neither one is stronger, they are locked in this permanent, powerful, cosmic balance. And this balance, this constant tug of war between the poet and the trickster, it's not just some ancient myth. It's the very engine that shapes human history. It is the never-ending debate. So, at the end of the day, the ultimate prize in this war isn't about territory or gold. It's about who gets to control the human narrative. Whether you do it by writing the foundational laws or by expertly exploiting them, the goal is exactly the same: to be the author of our story. So it all just comes back to this powerful idea of two opposing forces, creation and subversion, the poet and the trickster, stuck in this eternal dance that forges our reality. This is the constant push and pull of the word that defines our world. Which, of course, leaves us with one final, very personal question. Every single time we speak or making a choice, we use our words to build people up, to create understanding, to inspire. Or we use them to find loopholes, to win arguments at any cost, to trap others in our logic. So, when you speak, whose power are you really using? The poets or the tricksters?